buy the Switch 2 unless you're stupid. Yeah, I have a massive problem with the Switch 2. So the Switch 2 has still been a success. Ooh, Fairy Lantern. This one's really good. Okay, the Fairy Lantern is a really good one. The Switch 2 has been technically a success because specifically, we're going to heal up this little damage so I have room for the Fairy Lantern because the Fairy Lantern also heals. Oops, it's technically a success because all of the YouTubers who like play the Switch religiously, shiny hunters, Nuzlocke YouTubers, most content creators online who play Nintendo are primarily Nintendo channels, so they make all of their money through playing Nintendo. And not only that, they make all of their money from the children that watch their channels because their target demographic is the same as Nintendo's target demographic. It's kids. And that there's nothing wrong with being a children's entertainer so long as you're not a Minecraft YouTuber. But what is bad is the fact that most like Nintendo content creators don't call them out on their bullshit. They bought the Switch 2 despite all of the problems with it, and not only made content with it, but actively marketed it to children. So not only were they singing its praises without telling a single one of its cons, they were doing that to children, and then those children would go and ask their parents to buy them a Switch 2 without ever doing any research because their favorite YouTuber, their favorite Twitch streamer who does all of the Nintendo stuff, they said it was great, so of course it's going to be great. And then you have parents who probably don't even know anything about gaming. Why do you think little Ricky got his hands on GTA 5? Because he said he wanted it, and little Ricky gets everything, and whoever like sold it to him isn't allowed to say no, and the parents aren't going to listen. Working in retail, you try to tell Susan that her son can't have GTA 5 because it's a rated mature game and there's like stuff in there you don't want your kids seeing. Like you're not going to win. You're just not. So you sell it, and most of the time uh people in retail environments are encouraged not to tell people stuff like that. They're encouraged just to leave it be. If they want to buy it, they buy it, and nothing comes of it. Should actually have the pin on me. So the retail workers aren't going to say anything because half the time they're not allowed to. And then, you have the parents who aren't going to do any research, and all of these YouTubers who are influencing children directly to get a half-baked product that has no right to be as expensive as it is, uh, for games that are made with practical slave labor because Nintendo's not willing to pay a living wage anymore. And then you have a console that has absolutely no right to have been a success be a raging success because of so many factors combining on top of it. So I love Pokemon. I absolutely adore Pokemon. I shiny hunt myself. I have 125 shinies that I have hunted myself in Scarlet and Violet. But I'm not going to ever play... Oh, this is the very tip. I thought it went further. I'm never going to play Pokemon on my channel. I'm never going to shiny hunt on my channel. I'm never going to post a video of me playing Pokemon on my channel, and that is purely because I do not believe in supporting Nintendo after everything they have done. Maybe if this was a decade ago, back when Iwata was still alive. But yeah, I'm not supporting that at the moment. So, oh god, there goes my stuff. Like, I absolutely adore Legends Arceus. I think it's one of the best, and I don't care whether you say Arceus or Arceus. I say it both ways depending on how I'm feeling. I think it has one of the best catch systems, wild Pokemon encounters, like they've done in years, and I was really hoping that Legends ZA would be a return to form, but it's even more scummy than the mainline games. It's even more like cutthroat and paywall-y. Legends Arceus was not the best graphically, but it was a complete experience. And it was a side project. And that game where you play as a Ditto, basically Pokemon Animal Crossing, it looks amazing. I love Animal Crossing. But I'm not going to buy it because who knows? They're going to DLC paywall any of the interesting features. They're already announcing DLC for a game that hasn't even released yet. And they've already announced that you're not even going to be able to get the full game experience unless you pay them a monthly subscription and actively participate in PvP battles. It's one of the reasons I've played Pokemon Go since it came out, and I've gotten so tired of it because of the forced like connectivity. Like you cannot experience the full game unless you pay a bunch of money or like are willing to pay to travel the world because there's so many region locked like Pokemon. There's so many things that you can't get just oh that's an unripe. Oh, that's poisonous. That you can't get unless you like are rich enough to fly to Barcelona for their like individual their like region locked events. There's a lot of things I have to say badly about Nintendo. They used to be so good. They used to be legitimately one of the best companies out there, and I think they could be again if they pulled their heads out of their asses and decided to care about their customers again. But I don't think that's going to happen until we get a massive boycott going. That's not going to happen until we get everyone collectively, everybody who participates in the game space, not to engage with them, and that's just not going to happen. Yeah, the membership monthly uh is what they don't tell you. Yeah, it's so scummy. Don't forget about the fact oops. Don't forget about the fact that getting it repaired bricks it. Buying secondhand games bricks it. Buying third party hardware bricks it. And they oh the raw oh yeah no I've heard about how the copyrights like even the copyright office was like oh shit we fucked up the North American Patent Office was like, what the fuck, dude? No, you can't do this. Legitimately. They admitted they absolutely fucked up. Patenting the concept of a okay, let's see if I make this. Nope. Patenting the concept of a support character. The concept of a sub-character. The concept, you know, that Final Fantasy has been doing since before Nintendo was A, a thing, or B, selling and making games. Yeah, no. I have... Oh shit, I'm not gonna make this. Let's see, where can I fall that's gonna be... Oh, that was not safe. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Damn it! I did not have time. Oh. I should have pulled that out. I'm not gonna lie, I can't see properly right now because of the screen glare, but if I turn my overhead light off, my facial tracking just completely stops. Well, actually, I might be able to do my side light. I might be able to do my little light and actually be able to see because I can't properly see. But yeah, so I'm not playing. That's the reason you'll see me never play Nintendo games, for one thing, on my platform. I don't remember how we got into this discussion, because my brain is not the best right now. Nintendo was good until Nintendo GameCube came out. And that came out and all hell broke loose, and they started getting corrupt. Literally anything after GameCube is trash. Oh, they did it 100% legally oh yeah, 100% illegal. What they did is legitimately illegal, but they did it. They did it because you cannot get a patent on a concept that has become normalized. It's why, like, Hoover and Google, almost like Hoover lost its ability to be copyrighted because it became such a normal linguistic trend in England that it just became a word. Google has almost lost their copyright ability multiple times because people don't say look it up, people say Google it. It's become its own noun. And therefore you cannot copyright something that is so commonplace that everybody uses it offhandedly. Like, you can't concept the word hello because you can't copyright the word hello. You can't copyright the word goodbye because they are common linguistic, like, shorthands. However, Nintendo just managed to copyright something that they had no right to copyright because I'm gonna guess bribery. It is absolutely fucked up. They've been doing it for decades, correct? Uh, you should have had the lantern out instead. Yeah, the thing is that with the lantern, I can't climb because it takes up your hands.